When the chill of winter sets heavy upon the land, and the warmth of summer is all but a fading memory in the glow of a fire's ember, and the playing fields of America are visited only by the ghosts of yesterday's triumphs, thoughts turn to the shadows of things that were, and the glories of the old diamond are rekindled with loving reverence. Dugouts may be locked in safekeeping, and the only visitor is the wind-swept rain, lashing the now mute stands. But the glorious deeds of the Iron Legends spring easily back to life. Men like the Babe once again bask in the sunshine of youth. And the Yankee Clipper proves that he has no equal in the field or at the plate. And a young Ted Williams set a pace that 4 decades later has not been equaled. So it should come as no surprise that thoughts of these super sluggers mingle with the exploits of yet another legendary team. A team that would soon write its name in blood on the bases.
The making of a sports legend, like granite, is fused and formed from the strength of the land and its people. Our story begins on the sweltering, sun-baked ball fields of the inner city. It was the summer of 1980, and a less than spectacular unisex sporting club known as the Lookin' Goods plied their softball trade against equally inept opposition. Yet throughout this dismal beginning, there beat the heart of a true champion, waiting to evolve.
On a bleak December morning, when most men's minds had turned to home, hearth, holiday, and making whoopee, 2 lone journey people jocks refused to quit. With steely-eyed concentration, never once acknowledging the cold, they hurled their bodies across the diamond, vainly still trying to catch the attention of the scouts. But alas, even the scouts gave up on the Lookin' Goods and went home to their families for the holidays. But suddenly, from the depth of depression and despair came a new resolve. No, wait a minute. It was more than a resolve, really. You see, this was a pledge to make the new year a year of victory, a pledge joined in the very essence of the diamond itself, a pledge of pain and blood and giggles and tears and, well, most of all, it was a pledge of hot dogs, really. That's what it was a pledge of, you see. And like the caterpillar shedding the dull gray encrusted mantle of mediocrity, the 2 stalwarts cling to each other, and the hope that men have always clung to, or whatever. Anyway, they dreamed of the future and of victory at last.
With the vow came a new attitude. At a secret training camp in Pungo, the team tries to keep its new spirit under wraps while pounding the hardwoods in an effort to develop coordination and cohesiveness as a single unit. Some scouts, however, saw through the ploy and suspected, despite the old uniforms, a new team was forming. And they were right. The old look was gone, and a new look took its place.
hep to those easy shapes. Your man, we'll say, who look sharp and save time and dough to feel sharp. On the ball, hey, hey! Just be sharp. Use your legs, get hep to those easy shapes. Your man, we'll say, who look sharp and save time and dough to feel sharp. On the ball, hey, hey! Just be sharp. Use your legs, get hep to those easy shapes. Your man, we'll say, who look sharp and save time and dough to feel
With the
sharp.
new name came new management. A man took control of the team whose diamond savvy was only exceeded by his good looks. His first move was dynamic. He would recruit a most unusual player. Yes, from the landfills and garbage dumps of America came word of the bird.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird, bird, bird. The bird's a winner. Well, the bird, bird, bird. Bird is a winner. Well,
And this was not an ordinary bird, but a bird with desires to be a human, driven by lusts and dreams unknown to other birds.
the bird, a winner. Well, the bird, bird, bird. The bird's a winner. Well, the bird.
This is great. This is great. You're the great bird. What's the matter? What's the matter?
Get it good.
What do you mean there's more to life than this? What do you mean? We have everything. We have beer, cigarettes, you have me. What else do you need? Softball? What do you mean you're going to play softball? You can't play softball. What do you mean you're going to go play softball? You can't play softball. You're a bird. Where are you going? You can't go anywhere. Come back. Well, if you're going to go, then take this job.
The force be with you.
My man, a bird.
The metamorphosis of the team was nearly complete.
Here, the Birdman models the new uniform that all players were to receive.
But not all players would appreciate the new garb.
Well, Bob, I tell you, that's the last time we get this stuff from Hong Kong Harry.
But morale remained high, and the team enjoyed learning the fundamentals of the game, including coaches' signals and neat glove hanging.
Although some wags predicted great things from the Killerwatts, others remained skeptical, asking, aha, who are these bums anyway?
What's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
One base at a
Well,
time.
don't change the players.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy, buddy.
I'm only asking you, who's the guy on first base?
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
What's the guy's name on first base?
So what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Undaunted, the Killerwatts opened up the season with a new slashing, driving style of play. They decimated such old rivals as Lee Memorial Hospital and the federal courts. The Killerwatts were indeed a new team, doing new things, winning. The Killerwatts learned some new moves that everybody liked the looks of.
But suddenly it was July, and the dog days of summer began to take their toll. The new manager, unable to juggle both the team's books and the lineup, was out. Overnight, the winning world of the Killerwatts was turned upside down.
The topsy-turvy tailspin was felt off the field as well.
Dr. K, Kilowatt short fielder, proves to have anything but a good bedside manner, as we see in this shocking footage. On an off-day visit to Disney World, the doctor savagely rebukes a young fan.
About what you think about it.
So, what's the question?
What do you think about Disney World?
I'm sorry, I have no comment.
It was a sickening display. And the nightmare continued.
Then, in a desperate attempt to take over, this man tried to manage the team. Result, dissension, anarchy, more bad management, bad calls, sloppy plays. And worst of all, more losses.
The national media, always hungry for a juicy story, focused on the Killerwatt woes, and this didn't help matters. Even the most loyal Killerwatt fans were embarrassed, and in their frustration, they lashed out at the press.
But the Killerwatts, being what they are, hunkered down and grabbed some guts. Well, okay, not quite real guts.
What they grabbed was an elixir, a killer elixir, a fountain of youth in a bottle. And they consumed great quantities of the golden nectar. And it was awesome.
It was awesome and then some, for suddenly the pitching improved. And the hitting improved. And the base running improved. Even the fielding improved. But best of all, the jumping up and down improved. The Killerwatts finally found their winning frequency.
Ironically, the Killerwatts were now truly looking good.
The Killerwatts went on to snatch victory from the cleats of defeat in classic last-inning comebacks against the Virginian Pilot Legistar, the WVEC Scumbags, and the Postal Stamps.
Killerwatt victories continued against Smithfield, Big Star Supermarkets, the Recovery Room, and the old nemesis Federal Courts.
Finally, clubhouse celebrations like this indicated that the Killerwatts were operating at full power. And best of all, they were winning. At long last, they tasted the sweet nectar of victory. And much, much more.